Hey there, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, welcome. In today's video, I will be showing you how I transform this jewelry box into something more personalized and a beautiful gift for mom. Okay, so what I will be doing is I will be adding Phenomenal Mom on the inside of the jewelry box right here. So I will be using vinyl design, gold vinyl design, which I did. It was a leftover from Mother's Day, so I think it would be perfect for this project. So I'm just using the transfer tape to pull the vinyl from its original backing, and I will be applying it on the inside of this jewelry box. Right, so just want to make sure that it's properly aligned. And if you do not have a customized vinyl, you can use any sticker, little fancy stickers to decorate the inside of the box if you like. I just had this, as I said, laying around from Mother's Day, and I decided to just use it for this project. So it really doesn't have to be a mom's gift. It could be something personalized for a friend, or, it could just be something that you're personalizing for yourself. Okay, so we're finished with the inside of the box. And on the outside, we're going to be using some rhinestones. Yes. So I'm pulling for my trusted rhinestone kit. I love this kit. You guys can check out my video that I did with unboxing the Rhinestone Applicator kit. But today I will not be using the Rhinestone applicator gun. I will just be using the rhinestones to jazz this up. Okay. So I pretty much keep everything in this bag because it keeps me more organized. So I have my glue, I have my tweezer, and I have my rhinestones and my little tray for the rhinestones. All right, so what color do we use today? There were so many options. I was a little confused, I must be honest. But I wanted to keep the gold consistent with the inside. So I tried to go with something as close as possible, which I think this option works for that. Okay, so these are still sealed. I'm just gonna go ahead and figure out how to get them out. Okay, so let's cut the bag and try to get them removed. I didn't want to cut the entire thing because I know, they will probably scatter, and that's just too much mess for me to handle. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I am going to do the corners. I was pretty much just playing by ear. I was going through this process. So we're going to do the corners first, and it gives you a good baseline for the design. And I mean, you can decorate this box any way you like. This was just my preference on how I wanted it or how I envision it. So it just depends on what you would like to see as your finished product. Okay, so this application process for the rhinestones, as you can see, I'm using the E6000 glue. Sorry, 8000 glue. I'm using the E8000 glue, and this glue has the tip for perfect applications for projects like these. You can also check out my video that I did to review the E8000 glue, perfect for crafters. And just to make application easier and quicker as well, I did go ahead and, just add glue to the areas that I wanted to add the rhinestones. Another option would have been to apply glue to the entire area that I would be applying the rhinestones, but that would also mean that I may be rushing to apply the rhinestones, and that might just mess up the project. So it's easier for me to go step by step and apply to the areas based on where I'm working. Okay, so we're finished with the corners, and now we decide what color goes on the sides that are left. Let's see, because I'm going to go right around the edges with the rhinestones. Okay, so this is not really working out, so we're just going to have to leave this for later. When we're finished, we'll just do a cleanup. Right, so I think this color would go nicely, and yeah, I think this would be a nice blend. So let's just go ahead and apply the glue from one corner to the next. All right, so I'll do this right around on each application step because I really don't want the glue to dry too fast either. So I'll, just quickly go around and add the rhinestones after applying the glue. And this makes the process easier as well when you put the glue down, opposed to putting on the glue for each rhinestone. So you put the glue down and then you add the rhinestones thereafter. All right. So the application of the rhinestones may take a couple minutes to be completed. And it depends on the design that you're going with. If you're going to cover the entire jewelry box with rhinestones, then that's going to take way longer. And it also depends on how quickly you work as well. The thing to bear in mind, you can mix and match the colors that you're applying to this design, or whatever design you're working with. Just ensure that you have enough rhinestones so you don't run into shortage. It's also good that if you're working with one color opposed to multiple colors like myself. But I'm sure whatever design you decide to go with, it's going to come out beautiful. So, just take your time and ensure that your work is properly aligned and applied, so your finished product, looks flawless. And really, that's the aim. All right, so looking good so far. And what I am going to do is go ahead and apply the rhinestones to the other side. Or, here I was thinking, what color should I do on this side? Or should I put it? Oh, let's see. Okay, so just speeding things up a bit so you get the understanding of how the application is done, and you can choose whatever colors you want to go with, and you pretty much just work your way around. So once I'm finished with the application of the edges, I will be adding a cute little heart in the middle of this jewelry box. Just to kind of give it a nice little finishing touch. Or you could add, like, for example, a letter. You could add more vinyl. You could customize it with someone's name. It just depends on your preference. All right, so I did give the jewelry box about 2 hours to dry with this first application of rhinestones. And here I am, you know, trying to use my creative skills to draw a little heart, something that I can use as my base for adding the rhinestones. So you really won't see it after I'm finished applying the rhinestones. It's just there as a guide. Yeah, so I didn't like the way it just didn't shape the way I wanted it to, so I just tried to correct it. You should try not to do this on a lighter color jewelry box. And oh, I did forget to mention, I did spray paint this jewelry box to get it to be brown. It was just a plain nude color before, and I spray painted it 2 coats of spray paint to get it to this color. I think it was 2 or 3 coats of spray paint to get it to this color. All right. So I'm applying the glue on the line that I traced to allow working to go quicker, similar to what I did with the edges of the design. And remember, you can easily use the tweezer to help with aligning your stones. You know, if they're not sitting where you want them to be sitting, you can use the tweezer to, you know, just reposition them a little bit. Or if you're trying to create space like I'm doing here right now, just to ensure that this last stone fits, I just needed to, you know, push stuff up a little bit, move them around a little bit, just to allow a little bit more space and ensure that the design of my heart is how I wanted it to be finished. All right, so you guys, please tell me what you think about this quick and easy, fun, quick DIY. Let me know if you would like to see me create something else, something similar to this one. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss these videos. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.